Some breaking news. Musk has taken to X, you'll be surprised to hear, explaining that reports around him directing the shift of H100s that were destined from Tesla to X or XAI were for a very logical reason. Tesla had nowhere to put them. Craig.
Yeah, it maybe stands to some reason, Ed, because you reported just in the last few weeks that Tesla was running behind on building data centers. They're standing these up in Buffalo and in Austin, Texas, where they have their big factory. But this is a case still of an indication within Nvidia that they're sort of looking askance at some of the things that Musk has been saying about a really important aspect of Tesla's business. This is, after all, sort of where he's steering this company is to self-driving and AI, and really trying to play up that aspect of what Tesla is working on as the fundamental car business really is struggling for the company. So for him to have to address a report like this in the midst of a slowdown in EV demand and this big pivot that he's making toward AI and self-driving development, it's not particularly reassuring if you're a shareholder.
Particularly as we look towards June the 13th and that all-important shareholder vote where Musk seems to be threatening that, look, if you're not going to give me my payday that you promised me several years ago, well, maybe there's more interesting things to be done with AI at different companies than Tesla.
Yeah, this reinforces that ultimatum that he gave back in January, that he wanted to essentially take his AI and robotics work elsewhere. And we've already seen indications that he's sort of willing to follow through on that threat, that if I don't control something like 25% of Tesla, I want to work on this stuff at some of my other companies. And with any other CEO, that would maybe not necessarily be taken seriously. It would potentially be viewed as a veiled threat. But this is, after all, someone who runs 6 companies and has been standing up an AI company, an XAI, that is closely tied to X, formerly known as Twitter, and does have a significant amount of work that it's trying to do with large language models and essentially trying to build X up into a company that was worth the investment that he and some of his fellow stakeholders made in what was formerly Twitter.